So guys, Michael, Paul, Johnny, and Tanya, we're on our way to Billings, Montana to meet the Carter family. And believe it or not, they live in a chicken coop, and it's not a healthy situation for anyone, especially not this family. Take a look at this tape and you'll see why we're here.
Hi, ABC. We're the Carter family. Welcome to Big Sky Country.
Hi, I'm Chelsea.
Hi, I'm Sapphire.
Hi, I'm Lon.
Hi, I'm Julie.
Hi, I'm Jade.
And we'd like to invite you into our chicken coop. Come on in.
Julie Carter suffers from a disease called Chiari malformation. Now, this disease is basically caused by a deformity in Julie's skull. Her skull is too small, and it's causing part of her brain to slide down into the spinal canal.
It's devastating, the compression on the brainstem. It causes so many, really some of them are life-threatening symptoms. You know, the heart goes crazy, you can't breathe, you have sleep apnea, your eyes don't work, then your ears don't work, and your head is just pounding, you can't feel your arms and legs.
Doctors don't know a whole lot about this disease, so people who have it usually get misdiagnosed. Now, Julie was sick for 16 years before doctors realized what was wrong with her.
I was finally correctly diagnosed with a Chiari brain malformation, and then at the age of 40, had brain surgery to relieve that. And it did take a long time to get there, right around 100 doctors to finally get to where I'm at.
Even worse, Chiari malformation is hereditary, which means that all 3 of Julie's daughters have it. Now, Jay, the oldest, has already had 2 brain surgeries and still suffers from extreme pain and migraine headaches all the time.
My head was actually sinking like down onto my spine. So what they ended up doing was they had to fuse my skull to my spine. So they fused my skull down to the C4 vertebrae.
Then there's Sapphire and Louie, who have just recently been diagnosed, and so they're dealing with lots of fear and anxiety about what's in store for their future.
I'm scared to have surgery just because I know how hard it is, I know how painful it is. I do not want to go through that.
There's days that I'm just don't feel good to the point where I'm just so cranky and I'm mean to people and I just have to like isolate myself because the pain doesn't really go away.
Mothers who have Chiari, they have a lot of guilt. You know what I mean? It's too much, so it's really sad to see your kids' dreams just go down the tubes.
So here's the amazing thing about this family. Even with all the bad medical stuff that they're dealing with, they have gone out of their way to help other people with this disease. 3 years ago, Julie started a support group, the Chiari People of Montana, that basically provides information and counseling to people all over the country and the world.
Giving back to people, for me, for us, for our family, it makes you feel like you have something to live for. What we try to do now is to help other people who have been diagnosed and they're confused and they're afraid and they need some direction.
Once you find out about Chiari People of Montana or tap into a resource, I mean, it's just like the light bulb comes on and there's hope.
So far, she's helped people in 31 states and 4 countries. And she does it all from her beat-up house.
So this is the outside of our house, and it was a chicken coop to start with. It was full of chickens and pigs.
It's just not really designed to be lived in as a house.
Not a house, not a house.
Julie and her family are so driven to help other people that they rarely even think about their own house. The family fixed up the front rooms, but the back rooms are just bare wood and concrete. Cold air still blows in because there are holes in the ceiling and the walls, and the floors are uneven, the walls are buckling, and get this, there still is chicken feces inside the walls.
To not have the stress of living this way and have a normal house, I think it would change a lot of lives, because if we didn't have that stress hanging over us, then we could concentrate more on these other people who are suffering.
Bye, ABC. Thanks for coming. Don't be chicken. Come on back.
Oh, that's fantastic. Wow. It's hard to believe that this whole family is suffering from that disease and the pain they're going through every single day. Julie is a hero to so many people. She deserves a house that's built for people, not for chickens.
Yeah.
Right. So what do you say? Can we do this?
Oh, yeah.
Bring it in here, people. Let's make it happen. Are you with me?
With you.
Then let's do it! So this is the living room?
This is our living
Yes.
room.
It's a
Wow.
10-foot square box.
So
This
what?
is our dining room in here.
Okay.
Step right there. It's caving in.
Oh, yeah.
It caves in all over. If you pull back the carpet, you'll see all the
Oh,
spots.
God, you're not kidding. So I'm walking through the dining room, and I sink down into the floor because the wood's giving way, and there are holes in the floor, but they've covered it with carpet. But that cannot be good for people with this condition who stumble and fall into things. I mean, you got holes in the floor you're walking over. That's an injury waiting to happen. I think most people that would have your condition, I mean, your situation, would be constantly asking, why me, why my family?
You can't just sit around despondent, feeling sorry for yourself, being afraid for the future. You know what I mean? So what are you gonna do? I spend a ton of time on the internet researching. Apparently I'm obsessed, and I've definitely heard that before. You're obsessed. And I'm thinking, yeah, I think you're right. My friends are dying. What do you want me to do? Should I not be obsessed if my friends are dying? Shouldn't I do something?
As a mom, when you found out that Jade had the same disease.
And I gave it to her.
How'd that make you feel?
Guilty. Terrible. Really horrible. First, I was afraid that Jade would never have kids. Then I was afraid Jade would be in a wheelchair. Then I was afraid Jade was gonna die. Then I was afraid Jade was gonna commit suicide because she was despondent, you know? They had to screw her head to her neck to hold her head on. And she was so young. And that was hard. She came and told me, Mom, you know, who's gonna want me? That was one of those questions that daughters get on and ask, or mothers ask for their daughters. Well, who's gonna want me? I can't have kids. My head's screwed to my neck. I can't turn, I can't look. I'm in constant pain. Exactly what is my future? Sorry.
No.
It's just, you know, we had these 3 daughters, and we had no idea they were sick, and you have all these big dreams, and then you watch them, and they all just kind of crumble. And then I said, well, I think we need to take stock and see what's left. You can still sing. I'm like, as long as you can sing, keep singing, because singing has always made us happy.
So it sounds like music is like medicine for your family.
It is. You're absolutely right.
I just want you to know I think you're awesome. And this week, we're gonna do our best to make your life a little easier, because I know it's not. Give me a hug. Mom and the 3 girls have Chiari, which means she worries about her daughters finding out that they've got this horrible disease, but then she wakes up every day and helps thousands of other people. We're gonna give her a home that's gonna ease a little bit of her suffering and let her continue to help so many other people who have this horrible disease.
That is unreal.
When the bus finally moved, I almost collapsed. It was so beautiful. It was the most amazing house I've ever seen. Before, our old house was a chicken coop and falling apart, you know, at the seams, and now our new house is a mansion to me. It's beautiful.
This looks like a magazine. Oh my
Look at that ceiling. Oh my God.
Before, our house was literally crumbling right before our eyes, and it was in such bad shape, deteriorating, that we were overwhelmed. Our new house and our old house are 2 different worlds, literally. It's night and day. Knowing we have a sturdy, stable home we can count on, we can concentrate on just getting the girls the best medical care, and we don't have to worry about the house. It's a home. It's a real home.
Does everybody like the house?
I love it.
Yeah.
I love it.
It's gorgeous.
Here's the thing, there's more house to see. So why don't you guys go check out the rest of your house?
Oh my god. And all my artwork is under my sewing machine. Oh my gosh. It makes me feel just like ecstatic to know that I have a place for art, for music, for sewing, for just all these things that I love. I couldn't ask for anything more. Oh my god. Wow. This is so cool.
When I opened the door, I was just so amazed. I was in shock. I couldn't even breathe. It was just so perfect. And I love my round bed. That's the coolest thing I've ever seen. And it was so cute. I love my room.
Oh my God. That is so beautiful. Oh my gosh, this is perfect. I love it so much. My bedroom is the most beautiful room I've ever seen. The mural of the sunset is just so perfect. It couldn't be more beautiful. It's just exactly what I wanted. It's so relaxing. I'm so excited.
Guys, this is amazing. Walking into the new office that they built for us was basically a thrill. It will enable us to help a lot more people and touch more lives and just be available. It's really exciting.
You saved my life, and I can't thank you enough for making us part of your family. You're the most compassionate woman I know, Julie. You're my role model. I hope I have half the drive and courage that you have when I grow up. I love you, and I don't know where we would be without you. You're such a blessing, and I love you, Lon and the girls. Cowboy out.
This is my friend. This one died. These are her parents.
When I talk to somebody, and when they tell me what their symptoms are, if they're dangerous symptoms and they're in a lot of trouble, of course, I get scared right away, and I have to be really honest with them, because sometimes I've had patients die. You know, I don't want to see that again. I don't want that to happen again. And we're not going to give up. We're going to keep fighting.
In January 2006, Bowie got sick. Now, she went in for an MRI, and doctors found a tumor inside her head. She was then diagnosed with stage 3 pediatric cancer.
It was scary having to get all the treatments. It did make it a lot easier to know that my family was with me and supporting me.
She had to have 30 straight days of radiation except for weekends. On top of that, she also had her chemo.
It's so brutal because we actually had to put her through a lot of pain so that she would live. I can't find the words to describe how that feels. It was a feeling that just kind of tore you apart.
Bowie went into full-on battle mode. She provided hope to other cancer patients by filming her treatments. Then she started her own website and wrote daily blogs to celebrate her battle. She also helped other kids with cancer. She used her spare change to drop off teddy bears to hospitals.
Even on the nights that she was sick from chemo, even while she was in the middle of throwing up, she would worry about the other kids on the unit and wanting to go and tell them to be strong because she knew what they were experiencing. She's our hero.
Until I find a cure for cancer, the best thing I can do for little kids with cancer is give them little bears.
1, 2, 3.
Now, after chemo, Bowie's cancer went into remission. And at that time, the buyers were so happy to finally go home and be normal again. But 2 months ago, the cancer came back.
I'm Dr. Linda Stork, and I'm Bowie's oncologist. So Bowie has beaten cancer once. Unfortunately, it has come back. And now it's actually spread, so it's in her bone and her bone marrow. She is fighting for her life.
I cannot imagine life without Bowie. I mean, life without Bowie would be life, not no life at all.
The thought of living one day without my daughter, I just can't even talk about it. I couldn't even imagine a second without her.
Bowie now has stage 4 cancer in her lower spine. Every day she deals with stiff joints, rotted teeth, and having to walk on her tippy toes. But through it all, she continues to fight every day for a cure.
2 months ago, my cancer came back. I know what I'm up against, but I can still defeat it like I did before.
This family's battle against cancer has also torn apart their house. What used to be a fixer-upper is now a lost cause because of medical bills. There are problems all over the house. Cracked ceilings, faulty wiring, holes in the walls, but worst of all, there's mold that's poisoning the air quality. And there's no way this toxic environment can help Bowie get better.
We're looking for a couple miracles. We're not going to accept anything but.
The first miracle with our daughter winning and defeating this ugly monster, and our second miracle of
bringing her home to a clean house where she can heal, and we can't do that without you, ABC. Please, please come help us.
Wow. I'll tell you what, man. Bowie's a very special little girl who has been through a lot. Yeah. So what do you say? Can we do this for this family?
Absolutely, man.
Help them fight the fight against cancer. Are you with me?
Yeah.
Well, then let's do it! Woo! Come on. Good morning, Byers family! Rob, Rachel, Joe, Chris, and little Bowie! Wake up and come on out here! Come on! What's happening?
The family are influenced by Asian theme. They like the zen, they like the very calm feeling of a house. The best way to establish this is to flood it with as much light as possible. And the way we do this is by having this kind of stop roof design. Because on the back side, we have literally flooded it with windows. The more windows you have, the more light that comes in. The more light that you have coming into a house, the nicer and lighter it feels inside, thus creating a very simple zen-like effect. Okay, friends, it is day 6, one day before our lovely family come home. And I'll tell you what, with the help of the local lumber company giving us all of our lumber for our bridge, with the help of 12 carpenters working non-stop over the last 2.5 days, we finally got ourselves a Japanese-style koi fish pond, a Japanese-style walkway bridge, all surrounded by a Japanese garden.
Wow, I tell you what, man, it has been an incredible week.
Our old home was like a death trap. It was very scary for me and Rob, just knowing what she was being exposed to in the house, considering she had no immune system. What I saw in front of me was a sanctuary. Finally, the Byers could be together and just heal and be safe.
Before, my house was really dangerous, gross, mold, unsafe for Bowie. Then my house now is a safe environment. Most awesomest house in the world.
Check it out, 22-foot ceilings. You see all the windows with tons of light that comes in? See, and that's healing light. It's gonna make you feel mentally better too.
My bed, it was so cool. I got every video game system in the world. Woo! I got the room of my dreams.
Are you okay?
No.
Oh my.
Oh. Look at it. Look at your drawing.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Look what they did with all my drawings. Oh my gosh. That is so amazing.
When I saw my drawings, I felt like I was a professional artist. It was very symbolic because it helped my sister so much to fight the cancer because it showed her what the chemo and everything was doing to her tumor. I can't believe they did that for me. It was so awesome.
my. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
It has been my dream for years to have a space for me and my husband. In our old home, it was so chaotic with all these unfinished projects. Now it's like we walk into this beautiful Zen-like feeling where it's like a retreat and we can just relax and breathe.
Oh, nice.
No.
This is,
Oh my God.
this is awesome.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. That is so cool. Oh. In my new room, I can just play dress up all day long now. It looked like a store because there's a rack and all these shoes and mannequins. It was really awesome.
Go check it out.
Oh
yes.
my gosh.
So, Rob, I know you're gonna dig this, man.
This is perfect.
So Ed knew that you wanted a koi pond with a little bridge that walks over it.
Nice.
Those are real koi in that pond, my friend.
Chris, you cannot fish for these. I almost heard music when the doors opened. It was far more than I expected.
I just want to tell the kids out there with cancer just to be strong, never give up. And if you believe, then it can happen.
I guess there's just one thing left to say. Welcome home, Byers family. Ryan and Carrie Stockdale were high school sweethearts. They fell in love, they got married right after graduation, and they were on their way to the American dream. Ryan wanted to design and build motorcycles, and Carrie wanted to be a wife and a mother.
We got married and started a family and had just the usual dreams and aspirations that everybody has. As our family grew, so did our medical burdens and setbacks.
This family looks perfect and healthy from the outside, but from the inside, not so much. All 4 of the kids have been diagnosed with a rare white blood cell disease called eosinophilic enteropathy. Now, this disease basically affects the digestive system when the kids eat. Their white blood cells think that the food they eat is a parasite and it attacks it, making them throw up.
When they found out that all 4 of our kids had it, that's a really, really rare thing. This disease is not supposed to be hereditary. It's not supposed to run in families. 2 of our 4 children are fed through feeding tubes in their abdomens. Their organs are slowly dying. You never think that your children are never gonna get a taste of birthday cake, never have a slice of pizza, never have an ice cream cone. Your kids are never gonna have a normal life.
Because of EE, the kids have developed other complications like severe allergies, kidney stones, and breathing problems. And Ryan and Carrie spend their days trying to keep their kids alive.
Bailey's urine has to be collected once a month and tested because she has the disease in her kidneys, and her kidneys have shut down a couple of times. We have EpiPens for when Jetty's lungs completely shut. We can stab it into his leg and get him breathing again. These are the masks they wear if they're going to the hospital or if we're going to the grocery store. My kids can't touch a cart without getting pneumonia or croup or strep infection.
Since nobody has any answers, Ryan has decided to go back to school. He wants to learn as much as he can about this disease so that hopefully he can find a cure and save his kid's life.
I work full-time and also I attend school full-time. I'm in pursuit of a degree in immunology, which I'll go on to do medical research to hopefully find a cure for my children and other children alike.
Their house is falling apart around them, and it's actually making the kids sicker. There are cracks in the foundation and the walls. There's no insulation, and their only source of heat is from a coal furnace, which is actually causing breathing problems for all the kids. And their water situation isn't much better.
I come to you as a man and as a father, and I ask for you to please help me to enjoy my kids while I can't. Help me save their lives.
We gotta help this out.
Yeah, absolutely. Definitely.
So what do you say? Can we do this?
100%. Yes.
Yeah. All right. Bring it here, people. Let's make it happen. Are you with me?
Got to.
Well, then let's do it! Emily, Ryan, Carrie, Caden, Jenny, Bailey, and little McKinnon. Come on out here. What's happening? Hey there, Betty. What's going on? Hi there. Hey, buddy. Hi. Hey, buddy.
Hi, cutie.
This family has been through so much. I mean, 4 of their kids have this disease. So, you know, their lives are about, you know, waking up in the morning and making sure their kids make it through the day. The parents have so much to worry about. They don't need to worry about their house being even worse for these kids.
So morning of day 3, we're already framing the house. But this week, well, there's more going on than just the build. 1, we got to make sure we dig a new well to get clean drinking water for this family. 2, we got to make sure they can breathe clean air. And 3, we got to make sure we got a sterile environment for the kids to eat in. So sometimes with a build like this, it's the things you don't see, like clean air and clean water.
Ready? Yep. It's the morning of day 4, and the Stockdale family's farmhouse is really taking shape. Let's check it out. So the house is completely drywalled, taped, and mudded, and this fan helps dry all that mud, but it's also a really cool sound effect. Luke.
Guys have been working all night long to make sure this family has good, clean water. We finally found it at 320 feet. Good, clean, drinkable water. One of the things that's going to keep this family healthy.
It was just amazing to get out and see just the flood of people everywhere. That's when it hit that this is truly taking place. This isn't just a wonderful dream that you're afraid to wake up from. Our old house had bad air, bad water. It was only just making them sicker. When the bus moved, at that moment, you knew that this was your home, that this was for real, and that everything was just for us, and that it was truly a safe place for them.
Oh, this is amazing.
Oh my gosh.
Look.
Kaden, there you are. We finally have a healthy place to call home. Before, our home was an enemy to us. It made our kids sicker than they already were. This new house is a dream come true. It's a whole new beginning. It's changed our lives. It's made it a lot easier to wake up in the morning. Tomorrow will be a brighter day because of it.
And then in here is your dining room.
And we all fit.
Exactly. You guys all fit. Now, the cool thing is, I want everybody in here to take a really deep breath. You smell that? Yeah. That's clean air. So we actually have these filters installed in your house that clean all the air that you're breathing. And it's as clean as a hospital.
Because of the air filtration system put in, to know that when your kids are running around and being joyous and playing in the house, that they're not breathing in things that are gonna hurt them. It's truly nothing that we could have ever done for our kids.
Oh, look at that! Who was that?
Abraham Lincoln. When I walked in my room, I found an Abe Lincoln chair, and then I found a $5 bill with my face on it, and that was pretty cool.
Look! What is it? Oh my goodness! Who is that?
It's Tigger!
Tigger! Want to get in your bag?
Pow! I really like my Star Wars room.
Oh my goodness, Bailey! What do you think?
Good.
Oh. Bailey's room was amazing. She loved it. She loves horses. She wants to be a cowgirl, and she fell in love with it.
Oh my.
Oh,
Oh, this is incredible.
look at this bed. It's gorgeous.
Oh, it is. Oh my
Yeah.
gosh.
So, dude, your own desk, your sign for my family.
It's incredible. The sign that Ty had made was wonderful. It says, "For my family." It's a corner that I'll continue to glance at and gain even more strength knowing that everything is for my family and that if my kids can keep going, that there's no reason why I can't keep going.
Kitchen was kind of like where everybody hung out. Everybody had meals, but most importantly, we all gathered there, and it was like the center of the home. So I actually made your kitchen my special project this week. Are you guys ready?
Yeah!
So guys, go check out what's behind those two doors.
This is incredible.
What do you think?
Look, McKinnon, come here, honey. The kitchen in our new home is a place of happiness and a place to gather and have reassurance that the kids were gonna enjoy being in this kitchen. It's everything I hoped for and more.
I know this is really important to you, so I wanted to give you something that meant a lot to you, a separate kitchen. Now, this is what you call your sterile kitchen, where you can actually prepare the formula.
This is just what we needed.
And so right here,
Oh, wow.
there's all new tubes, all new masks to keep the germs down.
Thank you so much.
That can be hot.
The little medical kitchen is going to make such a difference. I mean, it's where I can prepare all their formula so I don't have to worry about any cross-contamination. It has its own fridge and its own dishwasher. The kitchen was enough, but to do that on top of it was great. I never thought this would happen. I never dreamed in my wildest dreams that this would happen, that they would be able to be normal.
Today is the day that we can move forward instead of referring to that day as someday. The feeling is just so great. You just can't contain it.
Gloria spent 30 years living in the projects, but she always dreamed about moving her family out. In 1998, her dream came true when she withdrew her life savings and used it to buy a house. It wasn't much of a house, and it needed a lot of work, but it was a brand new start for her family.
My mom, she was working very hard to get us out of the projects so she can get us over here to a nice, safe environment. I remember the first night we slept in here, we had no sleeping bags, no nothing. We just slept barely on the floor, just thanking God that we had our house.
Just 2 years later, disaster struck. Old pipes in the basement burst, causing a huge flood. And before Gloria knew it, she's waist deep in water trying to save everything they had.
It is hard when you're a single mother and you know you have children and they got needs, and I try my best to work so hard to make sure we have a home. And when the flood came, it destroyed everything around me, and it hurt so bad.
Then things got worse. 2 years ago, in the middle of the night, the family heard firecrackers going off on the roof, and then they saw the flames. Their whole house caught on fire, and Gloria was trapped in her bedroom. Fred immediately went into hero mode.
I ran up the stairs to go get my mom. She had a bucket of water in her hand and she went to go throw it on the fire. But the thing is, the door had closed on her and she was crumbled up in a ball in the corner.
He came in and kicked the door open. He got me out. He got me out, and I got burns in my chest from the heat.
I thought my mom and my sister and my brother was gonna die, and I was gonna be the only one that was alive. And I have to see them buried in the ground because I wasn't there to help them.
That night, Fred saved all their lives, but the fire took away everything they loved and cherished, and their dream house was destroyed.
The hope that we had in here, the love we had in here, It's no longer in this room. We had to take it within our hearts and go move forward. But the children feel like they want to be home. They know this is home, and one day we will be back here.
After the fire, when everything was burned, looters came in and stole everything and anything of value that was left. This family filled this house with love, and all of that has been taken away from them.
They invaded our privacy by stealing and taking, till they came and just turned the house upside down. It devastating. I don't have nothing.
Times are tough. They now live in a rental house that's just around the corner from the burned out house, but they still go out of their way to help their community. They hand out clothes and food to people in need. They host a teen radio show that offers advice and guidance to younger kids. And every week, they sing and dance and play in a band at their church just to make people smile.
My house means so much to me because it's a part of the community. But if I don't get this house fixed, the city will take it away because it gotta be fixed up and refurbished, and I need help.
We nominate this family.
Yeah.
The Brown family. Come on, ABC, and pick this family.
You got it.
Right on. Love this family.
Awesome. We need to get them back in their home.
Yes.
Get these guys back on solid ground. So what do you say? We make this happen?
Yeah.
Hang in there, people. Let's make it happen. Are you with me?
Yeah.
Well, then let's do it! Good morning, Brown family! Gloria, Bobby, Fred, and Janae, wake up! Oh! You okay? Oh, Bobby, okay?
We gotta calm down. Calm down.
You okay? You okay? Come on up. You okay, sweetie? Good. Come on up. Stand up, baby. You okay?
To see them standing there, it's like they rescued us. Here come all these angels on that bus. I was so weak in my knees, I think I fell flat on my stomach. I closed my eyes. Then I batted them and I looked again. I said, no, that can't be true.
So now you guys are living in this rental home, right?
Yes.
But you guys have lost everything, but you keep giving back to the community. You guys, even though you guys have got nothing.
Yes. Yes, that's what it's all about. It's not about us that much, it's about the other person. It's about giving from your heart. Times wasn't good and times wasn't sometimes hard, but we still made it. Thank God as a family, we still made it. And one of my son, I wouldn't be standing here today because, Ty, you just don't even know. You don't know what my heart feels today. You don't know what I feel today.
I just hope you feel a little bit of relief because you got some help finally, okay? Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So that's your old house?
Yeah.
No kidding. Was that your bedroom?
That was my bedroom. That was a porch.
It was more than just a house, wasn't it?
Yes.
This was your dream house.
Yes. Yeah.
You guys are ready. Let's go inside and see what it looks like.
Oh, Lord. Can I have, oh, Lord. Oh.
So, oh my God.
I don't even know where to begin.
Sweetie, I know this is tough.
I don't know where to begin. Please.
I promise you, we're gonna try and save some of this stuff, okay? I know this is your whole life. Now, some of this furniture we might be able to salvage, okay? I know this means a lot to you. Now, the one thing I realized when I walked around that house is that not only do we need to give these guys a new home, we need to really give back some of the things they lost.
Oh, look at this. All stuck together, oh, God. Can you save anything in there?
Wow. This is like your whole family history.
Yeah.
The life as she knew it, that she worked so hard, had been ruined. And there was no way to rebuild it. And I think it really affected her heart and her insides because it was her dream, it was her everything, and it's gone.
whole house. It was painful to stand there and watch everything that you done put your savings into just go up in flames. But when I seen that bus move, I seen this most magnificent building that I've ever seen, and I knew my nightmare was over, and my hopes and the dreams looked like they was about to come to pass. They looked like they was about to come to pass.
When I walked in the house, the way I felt was, oh my God, is this a dream? It was so beautiful. Before, our house was burnt down and we had to live in an apartment, and now we have a safe place to live, a place for me, a place for my sister, and a place for my brother. Our prayers were answered.
God, I thank you for this day.
So guys,
Yes!
it is so hot.
Yes!
Oh, man.
Yes!
Oh, I think I can tell you guys like it.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
We never had a dishwasher in my life.
Well, you guys have got more than dishwasher. You guys have got all brand new stainless steel appliances. Oh, yeah.
We got a refrigerator.
Refrigerator,
We
stock
got
for
what's
food.
this thing called? An oven?
Double oven. You've got convection. Oh, yeah. Now, did you guys already see the photo album that we had restored? We found
Yes,
something
yes, so cute.
Awesome. Turned out pretty neat, right? I mean, some of these things are really hard to believe that we could actually restore. So this is some of the memories that we were able to save. The good thing is you also got room to start creating some of the new memories here in your new house.
To see all those pictures of my grandmother, and then when I was a little tiny girl, and me and my two brothers, to see that restored, it was awesome. It was just awesome. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh boy. Oh. Oh. Oh Lord. That's my bed. When I went into my room, it was awesome. It looks like a piece of art, a picture that you will get in the magazine and you will look at and you say, oh, look how beautiful that is. I couldn't believe it. 7 days that they put a magnificent piece like that together. 7 days. My God.
Now, I know some of these things you've never had. I wanted to give you those, but I know there's also some things that you did have that you thought you lost. And I wanted to give you those back. So you see your settee?
I see.
I had it reupholstered, and I think it really works very, very well.
Awesome.
Now, there's a piece I want to show you right here. Now, I designed and custom built this. This is a hope chest. So why don't you take a look at some of the things that I tried to restore for you?
Look at this. Oh, boy.
I know that was important to you. Gloria has worked her entire life to get a better life for her kids, man. I mean, she moved them out of the projects, thought she had a dream home, but then they lost their only shot at that. It burned to the ground. And for a lot of people, that would take away your hope, it would take away your dreams, it would take away everything. But they held together. Well, this week, we didn't just give this family a house, man. We gave them back their dream.